What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Or we're going to talk about it. Okay, so the show AndOr just premiered on Disney Plus, and they came right out the gate with 3 episodes. And I'm going to tell you my first impressions on those 3 episodes. They were brilliant. They were excellent. I mean, the vision, the lived-in feel, what they did with the world building here, the magnetism and dynamic personality of Cassian AndOr as portrayed by Diego Luna was some of the best Star Wars you'll ever see. My God, it's amazing to see a more mature Star Wars aimed squarely at adults. It was a blast. It was everything that I hoped it would be. This is by far the most entertaining, energetic Star Wars TV show to date. This is the best Star Wars we have gotten in years. And the fact that there is more diversity in it, it's got so much going for it. I just love this show so much. I cannot wait to see where they're going to go with this show. It's off to a rip-roaring start. I cannot believe that they gave us 3, count them, 3 mighty, action-packed, suspense-filled, magnetizing episodes right out the gate. It's more than I ever would have hoped for. And that's it. I'm not going to put a bunch of spoilers in here, guys. I just want you to know how magnificent this show is. Okay, so this is going to be one of the shortest videos I've ever done because I don't want to put any spoilers out there. You have got to see this. This is must-view TV. It's must see. So please stop what you're doing. That's the reason why the video is going to be so short. I want you to stop this video and go watch this show right now. I love it. I am absolutely in love. All of the characters have earned a special place in my heart. I love them so much, guys, and I want you to love them too. So please go and watch AndOr as soon as you can. Don't walk, run. Go watch it right now. All right, guys, that's it. Because like I said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. You need to see AndOr right now. Go see it. All right, guys, thank you for listening. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on. Okay. All right. Did it work? All right. Are they gone? Are the ones that really need to hear somebody rave about this show, are they gone? Okay. So let's do some real talk here, guys. Let's talk about the bullshit that was AndOr. Okay, and as I said, this thing started, like yesterday? I think it premiered. I don't know, time goes by so slowly when you're watching this show. But yes, it premiered on Disney Plus, and after about maybe the 4th or 5th try, I actually got through it. I think this show actually gets the record for how many times a show has ever put me to sleep. And that includes Rings of Power. This show put me to sleep more than Rings of Power. That's saying a lot, dog. All right, so I'm watching this show, and I don't know, bro. You can like this show if you want, and I'm sure there are going to be many people that go and like this show. They're going to agree with the first thing that I said here. It's different. It's more adult. It's supposed to be more gritty, but to me, it just feels like a bunch of grown people running around in costume play acting, which of course is what it is, but you're supposed to sell it, man. You're supposed to like really convince people of the reality of what they're seeing. I don't care how outlandish it might be. That's the job of anything that you see on TV or in the movies. And to me, I could just about hear the director yelling, "Cut!" You know, I could just about hear the director saying, "And action!" You know, it's just everyone was hitting their mark, and it just felt so damn robotic. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't pulled in at all. I didn't care about anybody who was on the screen. As far as the plot is concerned, you got AndOr, right? Cassian AndOr, he's running around. He's looking desperate. He's looking for the Tesseract, apparently. I have no idea exactly where the desperation is coming from. From the minute we meet him, he is murdering somebody who is unarmed in cold blood on his knees. Now, I think somebody must have seen his introduction in Rogue One and said, let's remind everyone that it's that guy, the guy who's willing to make the decision to kill in order to complete his mission. However, what we saw there didn't make him a sympathetic person at all. Usually that type of scene is reserved for the villain in a movie or a show. somebody who just kills somebody when he doesn't need to be killing somebody. You kill when you have no choice, it's self-defense or whatever, but that's not what we see here. This dude had no passion behind his killing whatsoever either. I could accept that maybe if he was just a little bit crazy, so he just killed somebody just like, how you like me now, bitch? But no, this dude is just, the guy is like, please, I just want to live. I just want to live. Cassian is like, do. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yay? So between him running around like a fucking maniac, on some mission that we don't understand, they're doing some flashbacks, right? We're doing some flashbacks to, I don't know, some lost tribe, the lost tribe of Los Tribia, you know what I mean? So you got all of these people running around out here, living their lives peacefully until they see some spaceship crash land somewhere. So this disrupts their way of life and everything, so they got to find out what's going on. So it would be nice if they gave us subtitles while these people are talking, so we could at least, like, this show goes out of its way to not have you identify with anybody personally. So you don't give a damn, because all you see is this, only less expressive, and there's no subtitles, you don't know what the hell they're saying, but you gather that they're going to go out and try to see what's going on with this crashed spaceship, so you got those flashbacks going on, right? In the middle of it, okay, you flashback, AndOr, he hooks up with this really, really hot chick, who is apparently seeing somebody else on the show, some dude with a really thick accent. I don't know if that's a Scottish accent or what, but anyway, he meets the chick, look, I gotta do this, I need your help, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, there was one point where she begins to take off her clothes, and I'm like, hey, this show is picking up. You know what I mean? But nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing really. There was nothing that anything was leading to. There was no like plot that was like, I really, really needed this. I think this is the reason why I was falling asleep, because I wasn't invested in this whatsoever. You know what I mean? They really did succeed in taking Star Wars down to the street, because I hear them saying this and they're proud of it, that they want to take it away from the epic feel of Star Wars and make it more gritty, more street level, Now you did that, so we get to see people going about their everyday activity. Think Obi-Wan Kenobi when he's like riding a bus, or he's playing with his meat or something. Shit that you don't need to see. Stuff that we never wondered about, So Cassian, he is suppressing his origins as a Kenari person, or from Kenari, which was that lost tribe of Lost Tribia that got wiped out. You know what I mean? So maybe he's one of the last members, although he says he's looking for his sister, so maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know. But yeah, so he's from the lost tribe of Kenari. Kenari. Oh, let's call the whole thing off. You got Kenobi and Kenari. Like, come on, guys. It's like, think, imagination. You don't have to keep like in that same lane, but that's what they do, right? So anyway, he's trying to hide who he really is and everything, and blah, blah, blah. You have some security guards who are after him for the people that he assassinated at the beginning. Those two guys were also security guards of some sort. They were security. So these security people, the larger security force, are now looking for Cassian because, he committed cold-blooded murder. He's actually guilty of that. So he should face justice, damn it. So anyway, they're hot on his trail, and they're running after him, and he's running after the Tesseract, and some old guy comes in with the rule book talking about first rule, don't carry things that you can't control. Dog, what the hell does that even mean? Yo, your writers suck. What does he say? Second rule, always make your exit when you make your entrance. Bro, I've seen Sean Connery in The Untouchables. You were not Sean Connery in The Untouchables, but this is this Skarsgård guy, right? And I know there's a lot of talent here. I'm not going to deny that. Guys, it is no fun crapping on talented people, okay? Whoever is in charge of visualizing this whole world, talented. It looks great. All of the sets look great. It looks vast. It looks lived in. There's no shiny bicycles riding around like you saw in the Book of Boba Fett. Nothing like that. It looks true to like what it's supposed to be. You know, everybody's all fucked up and that's the way it's supposed to look. So great, you know, but unfortunately, the writing continues to be lackluster, and that's what we're seeing here, guys. The question is, all right, the question is not can you enjoy this, because some people love this type of thing. I might have loved this type of thing if it were Battlestar Galactica, if it were Blade Runner, but the real question is it Star Wars, okay? This is something I talked about ever since The Last Jedi. I said if they took the name Star Wars off of this very same movie, took the name Luke Skywalker out of this movie, would it be a little bit more enjoyable or relatable or any of that? Of course, in The Last Jedi, the answer would still be no, because it was a piece of shit movie no matter what it was. However, when you look at something like this, when you look at something like Solo, if they took these names off of it, I do believe it would be better appreciated, because this right here to me is not Star Wars. There is no sense of sweeping adventure, no sense of epic larger than lifeness. They took off the opening crawl. Everything that is identifiable as Star Wars is missing from this, and has been missing from just about everything that Disney Star Wars has given us up until now, save the names. Okay, yes, you have recognizable names. They gave you Kenobi, they gave you Boba Fett, they gave you computer generated Luke Skywalker, and yes, I cried, all right? However, this is taste great, less feeling Star Wars. All right, it's not Star Wars. It's not recognizable in Star Wars. Nobody in this show said I have a bad feeling about this. Nobody in this show said may the Force be with you. Nothing. There was no mention of anything that we know of as Star Wars. So what does that tell me? It tells me that you have hijacked Star Wars to tell your own stories with, and that to me is despicable. That's something that should not happen. You should at least be a little bit concerned with continuing the feel of Star Wars. You know, oh, but this is grown-up Star Wars. You just want it to be for kids. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that when I critiqued this thing, up until now, people have always said, it's for kids. Look at you. You got gray in your hair. You care about kid stuff. It's a critique, okay? That's what we do. That's what people tend to have opinions. People tend to have views about things, especially things that they grew up with. Okay, so I grew up with Star Wars. I happen to believe that Star Wars is about swashbuckling, adventure, fun, roller coaster ride, cliffhangers, you know, characters that you instantly fall in love with, that you want to know more about. I have not gotten that from Disney Star Wars, and I certainly haven't gotten this from Andor. Now, you know, full disclosure, no, I was not the biggest fan of Rogue One, save maybe the last 15, 20 minutes. You know, I thought that it could have been better. It was okay. It was probably, in fact, the best that Disney Star Wars has had to offer to date. However, I still felt that it didn't give me those old feelings. You know what I mean? And the fact that I'm a grown man doesn't change anything, because most of us who are in this fandom, we're kids at heart, man. You know, we know what we like, we appreciate what we like, and we're vocal about what we like. And hence, we are also vocal about what actually doesn't do it for us, you know? So, Andor, I'm not feeling it. It was boring, which is the worst sin that you can commit in sci fantasy. It was boring. It didn't move, man. It was way too slow. And Andor, no disrespect to Diego Luna, I believe his name is, but he's not leading man material in this particular show. And it's not even his fault. I believe it's the way that it's been written, okay? Because I felt that he was one of the most boring parts of Rogue One. So, hence, he's still boring here. And when you see him as a child in flashbacks, he was boring as a child. So I guess that's the character. That's just the way he is. You know what I mean? It just doesn't do it for me. Some people it will, and that's okay. But there has to be an allowance for differences of opinions. I'm just stating mine. You can state yours. All right. But that's how I feel about it, guys. Now, this is only the first 3 episodes. So you never know. We'll see. Maybe they'll drop the Mandalorian in one of these episodes. I don't know. Baby Yoda or something. And it will be the best episode of the show. I have no idea. I'm looking forward to it, though. I am, because, guys, I want to believe. You know, I want to enjoy this. I don't just come on here to be just hating. I don't. But I'm just here to let you know how I felt about it, guys. Now, have you seen AndOr? How do you feel about it? And first name and, middle name but, last name or. And button or, it'll get you pretty far. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? I had to do it, guys, at least once. Conjunction Man, AndOr, have you seen it? What do you think about it? You can get in the comment section and let me know. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.